does seem like TNC cannot wait this game out. Like, against the PL and a sniper, there's just no way. They have to finish this game. I don't, what timing do you think, John? How fast do they have to finish this?
Ooh, for TNC, probably fairly fast. Like I'd say just end around the 30-minute mark at the latest because that PL, that sniper, it's gonna be super annoying to deal with. Again, sniper makes your high ground push, intolerable. It's just so dumb that high ground defense with sniper out. Just shrapnel down the lane, clear out the creeps from safe distance, and pling away at enemy heroes. And it's just so annoying, really. I do see the value in the sniper. Again, the damage coming out from sniper is all physical, except for shrapnel and assassinate. But his right click is amped up by headshot, which is physical. Does not care for Husker. His passive, and we've seen Huskers get shut down before, Mike. As long as you focus on that period where Husker is weak, level 1 to 3, and focus resources on shutting him down, it's very hard to bounce back because Husker can't flash farm. He can't quite jungle well. So you're stuck in a position where you're behind this Husker and can't play catch up.
It's going to be interesting to see how they pull it off. Cuckoo already, or Dogfight's already finding Cuckoo at the bot lane. Going to deal out a bit of harassment. Top lane as well. Looks like Ollie should be okay. They haven't actually spotted him yet, and now they do. And it looks like it will be 2 each. Nothing too surprising here. Although last time we did see IG get 3, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they did manage to grab 3 last time. This time it's just 2, but it's not that big of a deal. At the very least, even trade. It looks like they will be running a dual melee off lane, but that is also a dual melee safe lane for IG. So, probably not. This is kind of a situation I didn't expect, but it is 4 melee heroes down in bot, so that should be interesting to say the least.
It will be. We'll keep an eye out. We'll see how it goes. I guess it still works when you've got an Omni Knight and an Ogre, like these two tanky heroes that just want to run in against 2 melee heroes like the Treant and the PL. Doesn't seem overly bad, but again, it's to be seen. And while we're here, John, sorry?
Yeah. I'd say it's pretty good. You can just run up, harass, take a look at dogfights now. It's dropping really low.
Yeah. For once, it's not the Treant that's harassing other people, but rather he's getting harassed. I've got to ask though, Cuckoo, this itemization on the Omni Knight, does he go Radiance build this game?
I'd say probably yes, if you can farm it. If you can't farm it, don't force it. But if you can get the farm, yeah, just definitely go Radiance this game. You're going to need it against a Sniper PL. It kind of helps the mischance as long as you can get in, of course. I think it would be definitely helpful. They almost get first blood in dogfights, but he just manages to walk away. Although, I don't think he shouldn't be staying in lane unless he has any regen left. He 3 tangos, but
he's running towards
maybe he's
the
hoping
mid.
for a regen rune?
Yeah, perhaps. He'll get an illusion, so he'll have to stare at himself with low HP.
Doodle in trouble.
Yeah, he definitely is. Doodle will end up going down bot lane. The first blood to Tim's. Dogfights will deny himself to neutral creeps. And John, you always talk to me about this. You don't like when people do this at all.
That's 20 seconds. Take a look. Dogfights. Doodle is back. Dogfights is still gone for 10 seconds. It's a lot of time you really waste by just killing yourself to neutrals now. Better off just dying to the tower. And Doodle caught a lot of harass still.
It's very hard. He hasn't got Doppelganger either. He might actually die here. They haven't got Fire Blast, no Mango either, but Doodle's just going to get dived onto the tier 1 tower. Tim's got the Fire Blast now, though the salve does come out. And oh, he'll miss out. Didn't quite spot him. But man, you saw how hard this lane's going to be for Doodle. He needs to get that Doppelganger.
They have no way of zoning out TNC here. Because again, it's dual melee against dual melee. The Ogre Magi and the Omni Knight just run up. They don't get harassed while moving up. They have great sustain, great armor. Sure, the damage from dogfights is great, 94 damage. But these guys are tanky, and you have 0 armor. as Treant Protector. So in those trades, you actually lose out.
Well, speaking of a bit of a trade, John, TNC mid lane, Armel, he is struggling quite a bit against Emo right now. Like, that headshot damage, it really does hurt. And of course, you did mention, Sniper's one of those heroes, it's just all right click. And Armel getting out last hitted quite hard. 17 last hits and 11 denies for Emo already, in comparison to the 10 to 8 of Armel. And actually, as I was speaking about that, Ollie ends up going. Gabby will survive somehow. The Pugna stuck around at that top lane, thinking he could find the kill, but Gabby had the stick charges available. My goodness.
All the lanes are definitely going in TNC's way, except for mid. But even then, I think if your Husker is not, he wasn't completely shut down like we saw last time. The supports can't rotate to pressure Armel on this Husker. So even if he's having a rough laning phase, I think he can still find something as it goes on.
Well, they were thinking about diving Emo. They do have the Winter Wyvern there, but they'll leave him be. Bot lane, however, a tri-lane being run. Tims is going to be in trouble. Though he will make the run out. In fact, he runs back in with the Bloodlust. He wants the man up here. And Tims, understanding there's no lift ready to go, and he's perfectly safe. Though they are going to actually run back at Ollie. And it looks like both will be fine. I say that. Cuckoo runs forward. Fire Blast is there. How are they winning this lane against a tri-lane? I don't understand this. Doodle now going to cop harassment as well.
It's just, again, these two heroes are so tanky, Mike. Omni Knight and Ogre Magi have a decent amount of HP, decent amount of armor. Both of them have stout shields, so they block out damage. There's just nothing the side of IG can do. Again, they don't really have control. The two real big damage dealers are melee heroes, so they can't really zone them out as they're being jumped in. Sure, you have the Rubik down here now, but his right click's really not impressive at all.
Oh, and Doodle again being chased down. Still no doppelganger, John. I mean, I get it. It's not a standard thing to go for on APL early on, but it feels like there's a lot of value in this game, or this laning phase anyway, to have one level in it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of value in it in this game, and because of that, TNC is just really confident enough to keep going up, keep applying pressure. They're forced to tri-lane bot. I mean, these are heroes that do not like tri-lanes in this meta, because the XP is just so valuable, and it's not enough to sustain 3 heroes anymore. So Doodle is going to slow down leveling. Cuckoo's now level 5, Doodle's still level 3, just about to hit 4.
Gabby almost ends up falling top lane. They were going for the Pugna, who fell very, very low, but they weren't able to finish the job off. Mel, I don't know how many salves he's gone through so far, but it feels like a lot. And in terms of last hits, again, he's falling behind. But now the Fire Blast Ignite is there. There's no life break available yet on Armel. He's under-leveled as well in comparison to Emo. So I don't know what the expectation was with that rotation.
Yeah, it was a bit optimistic, but all things considered, this level disadvantage is not as rough as it could have been. Because Armel is still keeping up in denies and quite okay in last hits as well. 31 to 21, 23 to 13. At the very least, it's not like an outright stomp in the mid lane. So the Husker is not completely shut down. At the same time, his impact is definitely impeded. He's not really pressuring Emo out. It doesn't feel like Emo's had trouble at all in this mid lane.
Jesus. John, bot lane. You bloodlust up Cuckoo on that Omni Knight. He's got the level 2 Degen aura. Doodle has the doppelganger now, so he did use it, but I take it back. It didn't help at all. Like, they just kept chasing. The Degen aura just slows him down so much. And there's a bloodlust on the Omni Knight. Like, he is always going to catch you. Meanwhile, top lane, though. Armel actually finds Emo mid lane. Top lane, they will end up finding Pugna. And now dogfights may end up dropping. Sentry Ward, not available on Ninja. But nevertheless, Emo also ended up falling mid lane. Armel, he does have the life break now available. Those fire spears are maxed up. It's very hard to survive if you get to rage for that life break.
Yeah, this is the point where Husker is kind of stupid, His early levels are garbage, but past level 4, that's when you start coming online, and once you're level 7, you're pretty much set to go. So Emo has to be careful now. Sure, he has a decent amount of XP ahead, but it's pretty much cancelled out from that one kill.
Look at this again. They're going to jump him straight away with Tims and Emo. Can he survive this RML? He has that inner vitality, and like you said, John, this is that point where RML on that Husker becomes quite stupid. Like, quite literally, if you break the range, he's in. Meanwhile, top lane, Gabby making the push. They'll find the Pugna. Time-lapse is there as well. And dogfights, well, they don't have detection for him again, but they don't really care. He's just a tree protector. Just leave him there. He's happy. He's just a happy little tree.
Yeah, and you know, looking at what's happening right now, Doodle is forced to jungle Mike as this PL because Cuckoo just applies way too much pressure. He has the Soul Ring now, so he's never going to run out of mana for that purification. And it's rough. Doodle is so far behind us this PL, 33-1. It's not a good time. He's even behind the Husker, who, you know, had a pretty rough time in the lane. It's not a good sign for IG, as their lineup, well, to be fair, it's kind of expected. TNC's lineup does come online much, much earlier, but giving this much of a lead to TNC, 5k gold at 9 minutes in. 0-9. That's really a rough start. It's not what you want to see if you're IG. They can still hold out. It's again, we're still in the first 10 minutes, but it's definitely a very hard start for IG.
They want Emo again. Ninja Boogie was there with the smoke. He ends up giving up on their bot lane. They're going to find Ollie on that Rubik. Purification will get the job done. Anyone who shows up in this bot lane is just going to die, it feels like, at this point. Like, they are not letting anyone come in. Doors closed, boys. RML now has a haste rune. Emo, why did you stick around, sir? Perhaps baiting. Dogfights is there. Looks like he'll be fine. Tims gonna find Doodle. Fire Blast available. Doodle just hiding around that tree line. Still thinks he's being chased down. Now the Fire Blast just on the Centaur to make sure he gets it. And so even when they're not killing him, they're just making sure he can't farm safely.
I mean, we've reached a point where Ogre Magi is leveled 6.5, and Doodle is still just about to hit 6. It's such a hard start for IG. I'm not sure how he bounced back, really. Like, you're not going to have Overgrowth anytime soon. You do have Spell Steal on Rubik at the very least, but your big team fight ult, Overgrowth, not coming out. Still level 4, just about to hit level 5 on dogfights, and, you know, they can't really gank.
Top lane. Pugnut going to be in trouble. Gabby, life drain is there. He doesn't have the time lapse. He's in trouble. He goes down. Splinter Blast does come out from Ninja Boogie. He'll find the return kill, but still a nice pickup from IG. They do end up getting Gabby, and that is their first kill on the scoreboard.
I mean, you know, that was really a lot of gold going the way of Pugna as well. 593 gold just from that one kill. Unfortunate he had to die, but hey.
Emo gets dived with that life break, though they are there, but the purification comes in from Cuckoo, making sure RML can just turn around now. Although Guardian Angel came out of... Oh, in fact, it never came out. That was from Ollie. Now they'll turn around, though. Cuckoo, he finds the triple kill with the purification. Nether Blast, or Nether Ward is there. Doodle trying to make a run for it. Tims, very low, will be fine. I apologize, he did throw out the Guardian Angel. It's just that the Rubik stole it. I was just so shocked that RML died with it, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, they still had some magic damage coming out. Again, it only blocks physical. No level of repel yet on this Omni Knight, so, you know, you have some vulnerabilities in Guardian Angel.
They're going after Cuckoo now. Though, again, RML life breaks immediately onto that Pugna. Gives him the warning shot. So, 3-14 now. 7k net worth lead remains for the side of TNC. That pot lane actually just left completely abandoned. It looks like Ollie will hesitate, but he'll make his way down. Still, Cuckoo, what's he going for on this Omni Knight?
Saving a lot of gold up. A lot of options there. Again, a fast blink would be nice as well. You mentioned Radiance earlier on. That's one option. If he wants to go right-click, Sancho and Yasha, I think, is one of the pickups. Possibly, it's probably Radiance.
They're going to find Ninja Boogie, though. Winter's Curse comes out. They've got the Train Protector. Now the Swarm as well. Splinter Blast to boot, and Dogfight should just be dead, though. No, Overgrowth does come in time, and now they might find the Weaver. He has no mana for the time lapse. The Sakuchi's away. Can he actually get out of there? Ollie's chasing him down with the Sakuchi. And he does find him. A very, very nice play. Again, coming out from IG to turn it around. And again, a lot of gold going to the way of this Rubik this time around.
Yeah, you really can't afford to lose your course like this. It's fine if it's the supports, really. Honestly, if Ogre Magi or Winter Wyvern die at this point, doesn't matter too much. But having Gabby die, that's a very pivotal hero you want to have with items. Still working on that Dragon Lance into Maelstrom. And, you know, you kind of want those fast items up first, so maybe try to not have Gabby die. Have someone stick around with him, at the very least.
Cuckoo, in the meantime, we'll push that bot lane. Is going for the Radiance now, by the way, and Armel will push the T1 mid. They are waiting for a rotation, though it will be dogfights in that tree, and he's harder to catch. But it looks like they may know he's around now. The dust was there on Tim's as well, but he doesn't quite throw it out. Looks like they'll just be happy with the T1 for the moment. Armel got the full armlet up now. Gonna stick around. Ollie is there. Gonna actually try and initiate, it seems. Not sure about that one, though they will be able to go on Tim's now. Ignite is there. They lift him back, throw him back as well. Fire Blast won't do any damage to dogfights, and Tim's will end up falling now. But Ollie will take the pickup. 5-14. 8k net worth lead remains for the side of TNC. Armel looks like he will be going into that Heaven's Halberd soon. And oh, actually, they get the Weaver again. Gabby. He's really
this is really costly. This is really costly for TNC. They really can't afford to keep losing Gabby again. They keep leaving him alone to farm, looks like, but you really can't afford to lose Gabby. He still hasn't finished that Dragonlance at 15 minutes in. It's quite worrying. I mean, he's still pretty much in the top 3 of net worth, but he wants to be a bit ahead as this Weaver. And right now he is 3rd place in his team, just above the Pugna right now as well. So you do have to be careful, and definitely just have someone sit with Gabby, really. I mean, at this point, just protect him. Until he gets his Dragonlance, then maybe he's a bit tankier. I'm not sure if it's tanky enough.
We'll find out. Ollie, gonna say hello to Tim's on that Ogre. Just going through a bit of warding. You look to the side of IG, I mean, they've been mostly farming up the jungle. It doesn't seem like they're interested whatsoever in leaving at the moment. But now TNC, they want to try and invade. Top lane as well, currently being pushed in by the Pugna. He won't be able to find Ninja Boogie on that Winter Wyvern. Armel continues to farm up in the mid lane right now. He's not quite ready to engage yet. But IG, again, they're just making sure Emo is safe. They just don't want him to be jumped. And Doodle as well. He's just farming the jungle. He has caught up in levels, John, but his farm is really low. He's trying to go for that Diffusal Blade, but he's still got a while off that.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit until he comes online in this PL. Even just that Diffusal Blade, it's probably not enough. You probably want at least one more item. Maybe one mid-game item, or just straight-up itemization to a heart. We've seen that a couple of times. TNC does take Roche, which is really fast. With a with a Husker, it's not too long.
With that, it does feel like Armel wants to actually wait for the Heaven's Halberd before he goes any more forward with this Husker. Now, mind you, we did talk about how they do have a timing with their draft. They can't wait this game out too long, otherwise IG will just naturally take over in the late game. But I suppose that Heaven's Halberd probably worthwhile against that sniper.
It really is, and the issue again is that as you wait for this game to go later, your high ground push just grows harder and harder against the sniper.
They're gonna try
it's really...
Top lane, Life Drain is nice. He does have the repel, but he holds on. And now the rest of TNC, look at him move forward in that smoke. Who are they going to find? They'll go straight after the Pugna. Overgrowth is available, but they won't catch Armel with it. And well, they lose the Pugna, and they know the tree in somewhere. They dusted him up. The Ignite comes out. Cuckoo is on the chase. That dust is about to wear off, but he's underneath the Sentry Ward now, and it looks like Dogfights should just end up dying, and he does. Cuckoo unstoppable on this Omni Knight, and Armel will get started on that tier 1 top tower.
and it's gone.
And
Just like
it's
that.
gone.
And you know, there's a lot of sustain coming out from TNC as well. Not really something we mentioned from draft, but Husker has a heal, Omni Knight has a heal, so really there's never a reason to pull back unless you're out of mana. And they're just gonna keep going. Gonna apply pressure in this tier 2. IG looks like they want to apply pressure in that tier 1 down bot, but that's a tier 1.
The Winter's Curse will come out onto the sniper. They've got APL there. Life break though. The Winter's Curse was stolen by Ollie. And Emo will actually be able to TP out, and they'll get Ollie out as well. A very nice save coming out from the Rubik. Very clutch indeed.
Yeah, you really have to watch your spell usage around a Rubik. You do have a couple of options right after you cast Winter's Curse, just immediately Splinter Blast. I'm not sure if Ninja Boogie had a mana, or even just Arctic Burn. But yeah, very nice steal from that Rubik. Now they have Winter's Curse. Next time they decide to teamfight, it's going to be there. So you do have to watch out for Ollie on this Rubik. He's been, grabbing the right spells. But, we'll see if they can make it happen yet. Because they are still playing from behind. 6 to 16, 19 minutes in, 10k net lead for TNC. They still are playing catch-up here for IG.
Well, looks like Armel does pick up that full Heaven's Halberd. Cuckoo has the Radiance up as well. That's going to make it very hard for the PL to try and engage in these team fights. But he hasn't been anywhere. Like, Doodle has just been avoiding every team fight he can. Top lane looks like Ninja Boogie may be in trouble. But he will be able to get out of the range of that life drain and get out. Meanwhile, Armel, though, this is a pretty dangerous spot for him. Again, he does have Cuckoo there, though, to help him out. It looks like he'll just walk off. They won't try to engage on this man.
Yeah, his entire team is all far back, though. So if he gets jumped, at the very least he has Aegis, but I'm not sure if he can run away.
Well, they're going to try and get started again. He will just life break straight into dogfights. Now the lift back as well. Again, though, the repel comes in. Ollie about to fall. Though he will be alright for the moment. He is burning down. Dogfights throughout the overgrowth. They will get the Aegis, but he loses his own life in the process. Now can they find more Doodle? He was trying to go after Cuckoo. Guardian Angel comes out, and that Nether Ward is doing so much damage. Cuckoo will end up falling. Now Armel turns back around. I don't know about this one for Armel. Though they did have Ninja Boogie there with the Winter's Curse, just in case. But I would argue a much better trade for IG in that situation.
Yeah, they only lose 2 supports. They managed to take out Cuckoo on that Omni Knight, and they gained a lot of gold from just that kill. They also follow up on that Ogre Magi, so 2 supports for a core and a support, definitely a win for IG. They managed to hold on to that tier 2 as well. And, a nice amount of gold going their way. Emo now on the sniper is climbing up just behind Gabby's Weaver. And you really, you got to keep up this farm for TNC. You got to keep this advantage up because you do not want to play late game against sniper. High ground sniper push. I mean, what push? What push will come out? Sniper will just clear waves out quite easily with Shrapnel, with his long range, and it just gets really hard. So again, TNC should probably be trying to take these fights a bit cleaner and push their advantage while they still have it, because they will taper off. I mean, you're already having a hard time with Doodle.
Well, it looks like they've got the Maelstrom and the Dragonlance now on Gabby, so he wants to join in these team engagements. Ollie, he does manage to steal the Sakuchi for himself in that mid lane, and they are going to go for the tier 2, it seems. In that previous team fight, they did not have Gabby there to help out. And I gotta say, John, that Nether Ward, it was doing a lot of work. They need to get rid of it in these team fights if they want to have a chance. At, well, not a chance, but you know what I mean. Like, they've got a... That Nether Ward, it could actually just turn everything around for IG.
Yeah, it's super annoying to deal with. Doodle now forced to TP out.
Fire Blast.
Oh.
Didn't quite get there in time, Tims. It's a very short range on that Fire Blast. So, tier 1 bot tower will go down the Pugna, get some split pushing done. Nice place from IG again, though they are losing their tier 2 top tower. And it looks like there won't be much of a defense. So Winter's Curse does come out from Ninja Boogie just to hold him in place. Now the Splinter Blast as well. It can't be stolen. And the Life Break. The Hurricane Pike is there from Emo. The Overgrowth will save the day as well. The tier 2 though is gone. And now they'll go for the tier 2 mid tower. Doodle will join in. Does have the defuse with Yasha. There's no real creep wave here quite yet for the side of TNC. The one will come in, but it does look like they aren't interested any further in this.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Ninja Boogie did go back. They don't have Winter's Curse. So again, they don't have a way of dealing with this PL. No AoE really, except for Splinter Blast. And without that, I don't think it's gonna be easy to find out which PL is the real one. And again, in that last team fight, they lost. Doodle was just all over. They could not deal with his illusions yet. And it's just gonna get worse, of course. Once he has his Diffusal now, once he has a heart, once he has that Mantis style, it's gonna be even harder to clear out these PL illusions. Which is why, again, TNC is on a timer, right? Because the PL will just get too big at some point, and they don't have any natural wave clear.
Again, they are going to start pushing that mid lane, but there is some hesitation. They may be waiting for the Roshan, which is up in about 33 seconds. Or excuse me, we'll find out when it will be in 33 seconds. Of course, they are starting to de-ward as well. Gabby will get started on that bot tier 2, and he is hitting pretty hard on that Weaver. Though, of course, Living Armor will always be there to help out, and making sure he can't just burst it down. Top lane, Ollie actually split pushing as the Rubik right now, though Armel will be sneaking up on him with the smoke. And now the Sakuchi as well. It's going to be very hard to catch Ollie. Armel, smoke is broken, life break again available, but he is slightly out of range. Now he'll find it, but Sakuchi is still there. In fact, no, it wasn't. It wore off in time. He'll life break him back, but that is a very unfortunate timing.
Yeah. I guess, you know, if you're gonna die anyway, you might as well deal some damage for that life break.
Why the hell not?
Why the hell not? But yeah, it's slowed down a bit here. I'm not sure if this is any good for TNC. Again, you want to keep that pressure going. Maybe they're just waiting for the next Roche. They are invading the jungle a bit, which is good. Try to slow down the farm from Emo and Doodle. Although they have, you know, they've pretty much caught up with Weaver at least, so they're not behind anymore. Pretty much equal with Gabby, and I'd start to get worried at this TNC.
Oh my, they're going to lose Ninja Boogie at that top lane, but they will find the trade, it seems. Pugna will go down though. IG are all there. Cuckoo going to get slowed down with the Diffusal Blade, losing some mana, though the Yules was there. Now the Repel as well. He really wants to go after this PL. He is actually trapped in the tree line right now, and they know he's there. Life Break is available. They can't believe it.
What?
They actually can't believe how lucky they just got, and there's a tip from Ninja Boogie. He says, thank you very much. What was with that?
I've no clue. Doesn't Doppel break trees?
It did break trees, John.
How do you get stuck?
It didn't break all the trees.
Was he? That is so. That cannot be on purpose, right? I mean, that interaction, it should be breaking the trees, right? As long as you spawn illusions. I know it clears out trees, but that was just unfortunate for Doodle. I was mentioning him catching up. That slows him down a bit.
Yeah, not to mention they lose the Aegis. They lose the cheese. So Roshan will be taken by the side of TNC. Dogfight's again going to be up at that top lane, making sure it doesn't just get pushed down. Cuckoo actually going to creep skip as well. They really want these lanes in a good position. Of course, we did see the Pugna trying to push that tier 2 top tower out from the side of TNC. So IG, they're doing everything they can to delay this game out. They know late game they've got this. It's just a matter of split pushing and making sure that TNC do not feel comfortable pushing in the mid lane. Gabby will Sakuchi himself out. Mid lane as well. Armel will get started on the tier 2 mid tower. This time around, he does have the defense necessary to make sure he can do this comfortably. And it's only really Emo and Ollie there to try and ward him off, which probably won't be enough. Yeah,
that heal is annoying though. Like this tower just keeps healing back the damage they do in each wave, which dies way too fast because Emo and that sniper is just clearing out these waves way too fast, right? So this push is just taking way too long. Again, because of Sniper and Treant Protector.
Well, looks like this time around Armel probably not going to back off. He still holds on to that one range creep. In fact, he's going to go in straight onto Emo with the Force Staff. And it looks like he is dead regardless. The life drain wasn't there in time. Armel, who's next? Nobody is the answer. The Ninja Boogie waiting for that Winter's Curse. Of course, that Hurricane Pike is available on that Husker. And as you saw, he really caught Emo off guard. With that, the tier 2 bot goes down as well. TNC going to go for a tier 3 push perhaps. Aegis is available as well as that cheese. Like, who is the cheese on? Oh, the cheese is missing. Dogfight's going to get jumped on. Overgrowth is there, but he's gone. They'll buy back. Now they really want this Husker. The lift is not going to make it into the fountain. Now the Pugner. He's been Winter's Curse. He's dying in his own fountain, John. That is not nice.
Oh yeah. Definitely not nice. And they do buy some time. I believe that, you know, this push might not happen. It's really just hard. Again, as long as Emo's alive, maybe Armel will commit again.
Oh, Emo gets jumped on. Look at the damage he's pumping out right now. Dogfights. This is a dieback on him. He is dead, I believe. So they will get the Aegis, but they get the dieback on the Treant. Meanwhile, Doodle is pushing the top lane in. He's trying to force them back to defend. I don't think he can take any tier 3 fast enough as a PL. Not the way he's been farming recently. But TNC, do they actually back off here? That Decrepify is very, very annoying. They'll leave Armel. And no, they're going to back off. They feel the need to defend. And so Doodle, his pushing at the top lane actually does force TNC back and buy more time.
Yeah, good move from Doodle. Apparently, that was enough to drive them off, as you mentioned. I don't think they should have. I really feel like they might have at least taken a set of racks, but maybe they want to kind of just reset, wait for next Roche again for attempting that. I'm not sure when they expended the cheese. Last I checked, it was on Ogre Magi. But it seems like they might have used it in the Chaos. They lost the Aegis as well, so it's going to be a bit until Roshan, though. At the very least, 4 minutes and a half. At very least, of course, it might be a bit longer than that. And I believe that's the next thing they're going to wait for. Maybe the BKB on Armel as well. And then they're going to be keen. That's when high ground gets a bit easier to manage. And, you know, you could start taking those barracks. Yeah, but you've taken the tier 3.
On the same token, though, Emo, he's about to pick up well, MKB for himself now on this sniper. Like, we're talking 31 minutes in now, John. How long can TNC wait?
Honestly, they have a little bit more time. I'd say at least 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how shut down the map is. That's about as long as he'd give them. And then after that, if they still bleed some gold, PL's going to be really hard.
Oh,
he's almost at...
He's been caught out. They know he's there.
What?
They run into... He's trapped in the tree line again. And now they have the curse available. Doodle, he's going to try and fight his way out of this, but they know exactly where he is. What was that?
I have no clue. It looked like his character was trying to walk up the cliff. It was, how is it stuck? Is that a bug? Is that a Phantom Rush bug?
It may be. He did seem to be trapped. And meanwhile, Gabby, where the hell did he find a kill? He got Ollie in that mid lane. And now the racks. I mean, they're going to at least force back the buyback from PL. The top lane is being pushed in again, though. The Pugner will push a lot faster than the PL. It looks like they will manage to find it and perhaps get in there in time to defend. In fact, Ninja Boogie will be there. Mid lane, they'll get started on that. They really want this buyback out of the PL. MKB, though, is going to be up, and there's the buyback. Doodle, he's forced to use it, but they still lose the tier 3 tower, and they may lose the racks anyway. Armel is not backing off. He jumps, he gets Emo. One more hit will do it, and yeah, Emo's dead. No buyback available. He just got that MKB up. He spent all his gold on that. Now Doodle, he really can't afford to die. They will not life break. The lift back, though. Trying to deal as much damage as they can. Gabby will actually find dogfights and time lapses out. And with that, I mean, this could be megas.
Yeah, no, they're not going to pull back yet. They're definitely going to keep going. You got to have to. You got to do it as TNC. Again, they're on a timer. If they can secure megas here, it's so much harder for IEG to bounce back.
Look at TNC as well. They're tipping the players, and there you go. GG, Doodle's called it. He's had enough. That would be it. IEG, they'll get knocked down to the lower bracket. TNC, however, they will be your first grand finalist of the Asia Pro League. There you have it, John. They pulled it off.
Convincingly too in both games. I mean, it's been such a dominant run for TNC in this tournament. Really, 9-28 right now. You know, at 13